Cathie Wood just made 3 big moves, and the last time she did this, investors saw gains like 25x on Tesla, nearly 20x on Shopify, and 15x on Palantir. Most people missed those runs, but this time we can see exactly what ARK Invest is buying right now. Their latest report points to 3 stocks with massive potential, and in this video I'll show you what they are. First up, the stock Cathie loaded up on more than any other is Circle Internet Group. They've picked up 2.9 million shares of this stock, making it nearly 4% of their entire portfolio. But before you rush in and buy, there are a few key things you need to know. Firstly, just because ARK is investing, that does not mean the stock will climb up forever. Far from it, which is why it's critical to identify potential resistance levels, the points where the price could hit a ceiling and where it may make sense to lock in profits. You might be wondering how we can find these potential resistance levels, and we can find them by using the Fibonacci extension tool, which looks like this. And the way this works is as the price starts climbing up, these levels of the Fibonacci tend to act as resistance for the price. Knowing this, investors using this tool like to lock in some profits around these key Fibonacci areas, which enables them to buy back at a discount if the price retraces. So based on this, what are some areas where we could see the price find strong resistance and where you might want to consider taking some profits? The first price target is going to be around here, which is $176. The level above this is going to be around here, which is $223. And the third price target is going to be up here, which is $298, very close to $300. There are some price targets above these 3 as well, and I'll talk more about these in future update videos as the price gets closer to these 3 targets. So as the price starts climbing up, locking in some profits as it gets to these key areas could be an exit strategy you might want to consider. Having an exit strategy is very important as it enables you to make the most of runs like this, and it also gives you opportunities to take profits before heavy retracements. The only thing worse than not taking profits up here is initially getting in here and watching the price plummet straight away. This does not feel good, but there are tools we can use to reduce the chances of situations like this happening. And one of the tools we can use is the Fibonacci retracement tool, which looks like this. And the way it works is as the price starts retracing, these levels of the Fibonacci are generally where we tend to see the price find support before it bounces back up. Knowing this, investors using this tool like to either buy or dollar cost average down around these key areas, which enables them to have an average entry price as close to the bottom of the retracement as possible. So based on this, what are some areas where you might want to consider either getting into CRCL or potentially adding more to your position? The current price around $131 is below most of these levels. So the current price is not too bad, but an even better entry could be around this Fibonacci level, which is $114. So initially getting in around the current price and dollar cost averaging down at this level, if this retracement continues down to here, could be an entry strategy worth considering. Now if you're thinking, okay, this entry point and the price targets make sense, but I don't have the time to constantly keep an eye on the price to catch it when it hits one of these key levels, then don't worry, because I've got a free solution for you. I've got this free service that you can sign up for, and I'll send you alerts as soon as the price hits one of our entry points and also our price targets completely for free. The link to join this is in the description below, but don't worry about signing up now. Feel free to continue watching this video and I'll remind you about this at the end. So Circle Internet Group was the biggest move Cathie has made recently, and the second biggest move was in Airbnb, ticker symbol ABNB. where she added more than 700,000 shares, which is a massive 1000% increase from their previous position. This is what the chart is looking like for Airbnb. ARK increasing their position by 1000% clearly shows they believe their stock is going in this direction, but it's still very important to watch out for key areas of resistance from our side. And to do that, we can use the Fibonacci extension tool again, which looks like this, and some areas where we could see the price find strong resistance and where you might want to consider taking some profits are going to be the following. The first price target is going to be around here, which is $154. The level above this is going to be around here, which is $169. And the third price target is going to be up here, which is $187. So from the current price, we're looking at an upside of around 43% to this target, which is not bad, but it can be even better if we can secure some cheaper entries. So to get some entry points, let's now take a look at the Fibonacci retracement for this. Here's what the Fibonacci retracement looks like for Airbnb, and some areas where you might want to consider either entering or averaging down are going to be the following. The first entry point is going to be around here, which is $125. The level below this is going to be roughly here, which is $115. And the third entry point is going to be down here, which is around $100. So Airbnb was the second stock on Cathie's list, and you've probably noticed that I'm using technical analysis to break these down. Some people trade based on the news, others focus on earnings, and then there are those like myself who stick to charts and indicators. There are lots of different ways to invest, but if you're wondering which strategy has given me the biggest edge, it has to be tracking what powerful politicians are buying. Today we're looking at Cathie Wood's ARK Invest, but over the past few years I've been following another group that consistently beats the market. This group is US politicians. Their trades often signal something bigger happening behind the scenes, and being able to track that has made a huge difference in my results. If you're curious about how it works, I put together this free video that walks you through the exact strategy I use, including real trade examples and the returns it's delivered over the last 3 years. The link to this video is in the description below. Feel free to check it out if you want to see how powerful this strategy can be. Coming back to the third stock on Cathie's list, which was BWXT, also known as BWX Technologies. They've added over 500,000 more shares, increasing their previous position by over 400%. It's currently trading around 162% and has the potential to go much higher from here. To figure out how much higher it could go before we start seeing some serious resistance, we can use the Fibonacci extension tool again, which looks like this, and some areas that you might want to consider using as price targets are going to be the following. The first level is going to be around here, which is $183. This is a price target I've given in a previous video where we spoke about BWXT. Since that video, the price has come up to touch this resistance level and retraced from it, but it's still a valid price target as the price could go back to retest this level and pull back again. The price target above this is going to be around here, which is $245. So similar to what we said for the previous stocks, locking in some profits as the price climbs up to these areas could be an exit strategy you might want to consider. But before we can exit, we need to enter, so let's now take a look at the Fibonacci retracement for this. So this is what the Fibonacci retracement is looking like for BWXT, and some areas that you might want to consider as entry points are going to be the following. The first level is going to be around here, which is $149. The level below this is going to be around here, which is $136. And the third entry point is going to be down here, which is $124. I will be making update videos on these three companies as the price approaches our key levels. So if you'd like to stay up to date, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll also be bringing you the best investment opportunities multiple times a week, so that's another reason to subscribe. Also, if you found this video helpful, please consider dropping a like on the video as that helps out the channel a lot. And if you'd like to learn how to profit like a politician, the link to this free video explaining everything is in the description below, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. As promised, this is your reminder to sign up for the free alerts. The link to join this is also going to be in the description below. The three stocks I mentioned in this video were the biggest change. Here's a bigger list of companies that she has invested in recently. Feel free to pause the video here if you're interested. And whilst you're looking at that, it's worth mentioning I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research and your own analysis before you make any investment decisions. If you have any thoughts on these companies or want to share some stocks that have been catching your attention recently, feel free to leave those in the comment section below. It would be good to learn about those. And if you'd like to watch another video where I talk about a $4 stock that could 10x, then feel free to click on the video that's currently on your screen. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.